1945. World War II ends. The world finally breathes, but a new fear quietly rises. Two nations, the United States and the Soviet Union, walk out of the war as giants. They smile for the cameras, but behind closed doors, both prepare for a different kind of battle. A battle not fought with bullets, but with secrets, power, and fear. After the atomic bombs in Japan, America believes it holds the ultimate weapon. But Moscow has a hidden card. Inside America's most secure nuclear lab walks a quiet man, glasses on his nose, papers in his hand, blending in with every scientist around him. But every night he memorizes formulas, sketches bomb designs, copies calculations, and leaks everything to the Soviets. His name is Klaus Fuchs. In 1949, when the first Soviet atomic bomb explodes, America freezes. This wasn't supposed to happen. Only 4 years earlier, the US was the only nuclear power on Earth. Now the Soviets had caught up, faster than anyone imagined. Everything changes. Two superpowers, two nuclear arsenals. Two buttons that could end civilization. The fear of who presses first begins. Cities turn into silent battlegrounds. In New York, in Washington, in London, you couldn't trust the friendly smile across the table. The man reading a newspaper might be CIA or KGB. Even neighbors became suspects. The most shocking moment came from a normal American couple, Julius and Ethel Rosenberg, smiling family, children, a simple life. But the government accused them of stealing nuclear secrets for the Soviets. Their trial became national chaos. Millions watched, and in the end, the couple was executed. America learned a terrifying lesson. You don't need an army to betray a nation. You only need a husband and wife living next door. Meanwhile, on the other side of the world, Berlin became the deepest scar of the Cold War. One city cut in half. East under Soviet control, west under American influence. Families lived within shouting distance, but the border was death. People dug tunnels under kitchens, ran across barbed wire at night, jumped from apartment windows into the West. Some made it, many didn't. Then in 1961, one night without warning, soldiers rolled out concrete blocks, guns, barbed wire, searchlights. By sunrise, the Berlin Wall stood tall. It wasn't just a wall, it was a prison, a warning, a symbol of a world split in two. While millions were trapped behind concrete, the superpowers prepared for something far worse. Missiles, submarines, bombers, all waiting for one command. The Cold War had begun as a whisper. Now it was turning into thunder. And the moment that almost ended humanity forever was still ahead. 1962. A Soviet cargo ship moves silently across the Atlantic. American intelligence takes a single photograph from the sky. Officers stare in disbelief. The hallways of the Pentagon fall silent. In that photograph are nuclear missiles. Missiles aimed directly at American cities. Missiles placed in Cuba. Just 90 miles from the U.S. President John F. Kennedy calls an emergency meeting. Generals demand an immediate attack. But one wrong move and the next sunrise might never come. The world enters the most dangerous 13 days in human history. American warships surround Cuba. Soviet submarines move beneath the waves. Jet bombers fly above the ocean, armed and ready. Radio operators wait for a single signal that could start nuclear war. Every hour feels like a countdown to extinction. On one Soviet submarine, panic erupts. The crew believes war has already begun. They prepare to launch a nuclear torpedo. Only one man refuses to approve it. His name is Vasily Arkhipov. His no saves the world. But the crisis doesn't end there. A spy plane is shot down. American forces go on full alert. Missile sites in Cuba grow closer to activation. All it would take is one misunderstanding. Finally, through secret negotiations, through fear, through pressure that almost broke world leaders, an agreement is reached. The Soviets remove their missiles from Cuba. America removes missiles from Turkey. The world steps back from the edge, but the Cold War does not end. It only transforms into shadow wars in Vietnam, Korea, Afghanistan, into mind control experiments, propaganda machines, double agents, and silent assassinations, into satellites in space watching cities far below. Each side races not just for weapons, but for influence, technology, and control over the future itself. For decades, the Cold War hangs over humanity like a dark cloud. Children in schools practice hiding under desks. Families build bunkers in their backyards. Newspapers track every missile test, every rocket launch, every political speech, because any moment could be the start of the end. But no matter how high tensions rise, no nuclear bomb is ever fired in battle. By the 1980s, both nations feel the weight. Economies strain, people demand freedom. And a new Soviet leader, Mikhail Gorbachev, steps forward with a shocking idea. End the Cold War, talks begin. Walls fall, borders open. And in 1991, the Soviet Union collapses.